Yo, what up, friends? To PFL. Yes, we have the Professional Fighters League Dubai this weekend. Going to be a huge card for them. We're going to go ahead and talk about 3 fights from this card, since there are some names on here that we have known from the past. So let's start off with the bantamweight fight at 135. You've got Nurmagomedov versus Sergio Pettis, both 1-0 in PFL. Magomedov owns a 21-4 overall record. Sergio Pettis a 24-7 overall record. Magomedov has a 1-inch arm and leg reach and height advantage over Pettis. What are your thoughts on this fight?
This is one of the reasons why I always thought it's weird that UFC's on ESPN along with PFL. It's like you're promoting 2 MMA leagues on the same channel.
Kind of weird. Kind of weird.
It is what it is. But Sergio Pettis, he's the younger brother of Anthony Pettis. He's the ex PFL champion Bellator champion.
I mean, I guess real quick though on that, would you be more upset if you were Dana White if that were the case, or would you be more upset? I mean, because you can't be upset if you're PFL and you're
Dana White, 100%. Right? Dana White, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
If I was because PFL's on regular like ESPN at times.
That's crazy. Yeah.
He wasn't happy at them. That's why them going to Paramount. I can see. I saw that. You know what I'm saying? But
all right.
It was happening from a mile away. And as for the fight, Sergio Pettis, again, he was a younger brother of Anthony Pettis. He was ex Bellator champion. He's beat some good names out there. With this fight, Magomedov, he's your typical fighter from that Dagestan region, and he's a big time wrestler. With this fight, I'm gonna go with Sergio because he's way better on the hands, on the feet. So I'm going Sergio Pettis, and I'm gonna say by unanimous decision. It's gonna be a good 3-rounder. I don't know if it's 3 or 5. It doesn't matter. He's gonna win. So
I'm assuming it's 3 since it's not a title fight. But yeah, I think it should be a good fight either way. So looking forward to that one. All right, moving on into the light heavyweight world title fight of the evening. Corey Anderson versus Dovlet Yagshimuradov. I'm going to call him DY.
Yeah, please do. I wasn't going to try.
That's crazy. 4-0 PFL record for DY. Career record of 25-7-1 in MMA. Corey Anderson's career record is 19-6. Corey Anderson, 4-inch height advantage, 6 arm reach advantage, and 2-inch leg reach advantage. So he's taller and longer paws than this DY guy. What are your thoughts on this fight? That's crazy.
Wow. Hello. He's gonna. This is the thing with Corey Anderson. I've always been a big fan of his. Like ever since he was in UFC, he got my respect when they had to cancel that. I think it was the Chael Sonnen versus John Jones fight when he got caught with the steroids or whatever it was, and they had to change it to another spot, and he kind of stepped up to him on the plane. Corey Anderson, he's one of those people that he's been on the cusp of winning a belt, but just hasn't done it. And to equate this back to wrestling, he's like that mid-tier person and another ex-UFC fighter. So I'm trying to find an ex WWF fighter, wrestler went to WCW. So we'll say, how about Earthquake?
$1 Million Man.
We'll say Earthquake going into WCW as the Shark or John Tenta, whatever you want to call him.
John the Shark.
And he just never really got that belt. He fought the Big Fox Man for the sack of quarters, that match of Bash at the Beach, or whatever that was. So, he's just like, he's been there, just can't get
the sack of quarters on a pole match.
Yes.
On top of the
but Dusty Rose was hollering. That thing. But it's he's one of those fighters, like, you just gotta love him. And I'm going 100% going with Anderson. I think he's gonna win another decision. I don't think he's gonna knock him out. He's a very good wrestler. He's good on the stand-up, but he's been knocked out a couple times. But I think Corey's just going to take him down and kind of make this a boring ground and pound fight. I hope I'm completely wrong. He just knocks him out, but I'm going Corey on this one.
I mean, with all I mentioned of the leg height and arm reach advantage, I mean, I'm going to take the person who has the advantages. So I'll just take Corey Anderson as well in this one. All right, let's move it on into the lightweight world title, the main event of the evening in the PFL Dubai card. Usman Nurmagomedov versus the Irishman Paul Hughes. Paul Hughes owns a 2-1 PFL record and a 14-2 MMA record overall. Nurmagomedov comes in with a 1-0 PFL record and 19-0 career, so still undefeated on the career, although he does have one no contest. Nurmagomedov here has a 2-inch height advantage, a 1.5-inch arm reach advantage, and a 1-inch leg reach advantage. What are your thoughts on Usman Nurmagomedov versus Paul Hughes?
As my dog is over here scratching away at it. So I got this fight is a rematch, and Umar is a freaking beast. Like, obviously, I believe he's the cousin and brother. He's the cousin of Habib, and his brother he lost to Marab Davaswali. Umar, and I forgot his brother's name, but it'll come to me later. But the fighting, he's your typical Dagestan fighter, but he's good. He's great on the feet. He wants to stand up, wants to kickbox, wants to do all those things. He can wrestle, but he wants to keep it standing up. And he likes to do highlight reel knockouts when he was his time in Bellator.
No, you were right. That was the one. You were right. Umar was his brother. This is Usman.
Umar
was the one.
I get him mixed up. I get him mixed up. Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Now my dog gets up and he's shaking. All right, get out of here, dog. Are you done? So yeah, now back to Usman. So Usman, I think this fight is gonna be Friday night on that card. I'm giving it 4 rounds of bangers. 4 rounds. And 100% going with Usman with a highlight reel knockout.
Clubs bangers.
Round 4. You hear it. You hear the clubs banger. Round 4, Usman Nurmagomedov, 4th round, highlight reel knockout.
Ooh, highlight reel knockout. I like it. Look, Paul Hughes is a tough fighter, always has been. But look, man, the Nurmagomedovs, that family, that lineage is just on another level when it comes to MMA. And I would never bet against any of them unless they were like just starting out and like new and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm taking Nurmagomedov.
I'll take on all of them. They all like 5 foot. Come on,
they wrestle bears like you growing up.
That's fine. Hey, come on, hit me and I'll sue the hell out of you, please.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment live streams and videos.